Okay guys, what a crazy start to this video, and you guys don't even know because you were off camera during that moment. I'm obviously filming from a different room of my home today because where I normally do my braces update in my living room, I have got a Christmas tree in front of my big picture window, so that's blocking a lot of my good natural sunlight that is perfect for when I do my videos. And so I had to come to my bedroom because, well, it's probably the other cleanest room of the house. And not only that, but it's quieter. The lighting back here is horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. The links we go to make a video here on YouTube, you guys. It's crazy. I have moved all over my bedroom, you guys, trying to find a good spot to do my video, while at the same time finding a plug-in outlet for me to charge my phone because, well, it's going dead and I need it to do my video. So I found a spot and we're working. Yay! So anyways, you guys, welcome to today's braces update. I know I get a lot of questions asking when are you going to post your update. You can expect my braces updates once every 2 weeks. It is already December, you guys. That is so insane, and I cannot believe it's already December because that just tells me I'm almost at my 1-year anniversary mark for having my braces on. So I got my braces on just to do a little recap in case any of you are new here. And if you are, say hello below. I would love to chat with you. Don't forget to like this video as well if you want to see more. I had my braces put on back in February of this year, 2017. And better timestamp that because we're fixing to go into 2018. Oh my goodness. I went for my consult February 14th on Valentine's Day. And exactly 1 week later, I had my top braces put on. And then 12 weeks later, I had my bottom braces put on. A lot of time I get the question, why did you get your tops on first and then your bottoms? I wondered the same thing, okay guys? The reason I had my tops on first was so that they could open my arch because it was very narrow and now it's wider. This way, whenever they go to straighten out my bottoms, because that's where my most significant change needed to happen. That was my worst area. So in order to get my bottom teeth to fit underneath, they had to widen my top arch. So that is why we were 12 weeks out from me getting the bottoms on since I had the tops put on. Roughly, I have now been in my top braces for almost 10 months. Bottom braces have been on for almost 8 months. I had the bottoms put on May 17th of 2017. I did get some sores in my mouth after I had my adjustments done the last time. Not very often do I get them anymore. My mouth has adjusted pretty well to getting, you know, adjustments done with me not getting like little canker sores or anything. But the reason I did this last time was because I had 6 brackets removed and repositioned. So they were hitting different areas of my mouth. So for that reason, I ended up having a few little mouth sores on the inside of my lip area, but that soon went away after a few days once, you know, my teeth pain adjusted finally. It usually takes me anywhere from 3 to 4 or 5 days once I have an adjustment before my teeth kind of calm down a little bit from being so annoyed with all the change. A tiny gap that I had right here in between, it's now closing. You see that? Had IPR done there. That was to shave an even gap so that they could fix the tiny gap I had down here, but yet my teeth are touching towards the top. So in order to close that gap down there, they had to open the gap up bigger, all the way to the very top of the teeth so that they can come together like that. So I had the same done up here, here, and here. Some of you may already know this, so again, I apologize for having to repeat myself, but any of you that might be new that are just not coming across my videos, I like to kind of recap a little bit. Because I think I had the IPR, something happened. I don't know what's going on here, but this tooth, this bottom one, I got a mirror right here, so I'm looking in my mirror too. This one right here is a lot higher up than this one. So, you see that? I might mention it at my next adjustment if he can shave that to make it even with my other teeth, which is really weird though, because if you look at the gums, this tooth that is shorter is actually, there's more tooth showing on the gum line, but I think a lot of that is due to receding gum. So, do you see that? Yeah, so I've got receding gum line, so they are definitely keeping an eye on that, because when you have receding gum tissue, it can make your teeth more mobile and your teeth can go in other directions that you don't want it to. So by them actually forcing my teeth to move certain directions, it's kind of pulling away from that gum tissue. So they want to be careful to not damage, you know, the actual tooth or, you know, the jaw, the bone. Especially moving these canines, because that is where I got a lot. You see that? And something that happened, which I'm concerned about, and I think a lot of it is due because of the receding gum tissue. I was brushing my teeth the other night and I had a piece of food on this canine right here, and I went to go get it off, and I'm afraid to do it again because it hurts so bad. But I was taking my fingernail and I was trying to get it because my toothbrush, my little pipe cleaner thingy, it just wasn't doing the job. So I was like, well, let me try my nail. So I was doing this, and right down in like here, I mean literally above the gums, touching the tooth while I was pressing against it trying to get the food off, I got an intense zap. Like a crazy painful zap, and it was almost like a cavity, but I don't have a cavity there, so I'm concerned if I might have some nerve damage or something going on within that tooth, with it being the receding gum tissue and the canine. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to having some x-rays done, because I'm a little bit curious and concerned about that. So I'm going to be mentioning that to my dentist as well as my orthodontist. My bite is unaligned again. The center of my bottoms and the center of my tops do not match up. If you can see that, they are not matching up as well as they did. So there is definitely some shifting. My molars have been sore, which isn't very often that happens. It's normally like these down here that are the worst that I get when I have adjustments, or just periodically throughout my treatment. I've had a few molars here and there off and on kind of get a little tender. So there's some change going on back there too. This canine, oh my gosh, huh, that makes sense now. I think I just diagnosed myself. Okay, so I was telling you guys I had the little zap feeling like I had a cavity there. I just remembered that shortly after I had my adjustments done, about a day or two later, this canine was loose. I mean, it was actually loose. I think I took a video of it. I could wiggle it, I could move it with my other teeth, and I was showing my husband, and I'm like, I don't know if that's normal for it to be that loose, because you could just see it moving by seeing the wire through the bracket just kind of wiggling, you know, because my other teeth weren't doing that. I had like a tension pressure, so I was constantly like doing this, you know, biting down on it, and you know, it was almost like a teething baby, you know, when you're teething, you're chewing on something, it's like a tension thing. So I was doing that, and I normally get that. I don't know, am I the only one that gets this? Please let me know, because if you've had braces before or currently are in ortho treatment, when you get your adjustments, do you ever have certain teeth that you like have a tension, like you want to bite down and chew? Because I normally get that with my back teeth, but I had it with just this canine this last time, and it very well could be because they moved 4 of my bottom brackets around, and the different kind of leveling and pressure was, you know, completely different, so it may have affected my tooth there a little bit. But I'm thinking now that might be why that hurt that day. Maybe I had damaged the nerve by constantly chewing on that tooth while it was kind of wiggling. Maybe I move the nerve, or I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna have to mention that to my ortho and dentist and see what's going on there. I feel like I probably should get an x-ray on it just to be on the safe side. I mean, it may not be nothing, then again it could be something. I'm not gonna worry about it because, like I said, the tooth isn't loose anymore because I stopped myself from biting on it. Every time I had that intense feeling to bite down on it, I would catch myself and I'd be like, stop, stop, stop. You're gonna make it looser, and I've already got receding gum tissue on that tooth and I did not want to make it loose. Interesting thought. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I haven't updated you guys since before Thanksgiving. It was nice getting to eat some turkey and ham and rolls without my teeth being bothered by it. So I hope any of you out there that had braces adjustments, I hope you were able to enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner. I bought a new mouthwash. I thought, you know, I'd try it out. It's the Colgate Total Advanced Health. I really wanted to get the Colgate Optic White, but my son was like, well, I want this one, and I didn't want to have to spend like 10 bucks in mouthwash. So we have been using this one. You can see why he picked it. Do you see that? There's like 2 different colors going on in there. It's like an oil that sits on top, and I was kind of hesitant about even using this because it just does not look like something I want to swish wash in my mouth. But, you know, it's on the shelf, so it must be okay, right? You gotta shake it to activate it. There is, you know, this green color at the top, then you got your blue at the bottom. When you shake it, it mixes. When you swish it in your mouth and you go to spit out, you can see little specks of things, you know, where you end your teeth off with it. The thing with this is it doesn't burn my mouth. It doesn't, you know, irritate. The only thing that it does do is I end up having like this turquoise bluish color from these 2 colors mixing caked up in my brackets, like along this area and up here. And it's kind of gross looking, like it looks stringy, and I took a video of that and I'll have to show you guys that here. Really gross. So for that reason, I do not like to use this. So if you have braces, I do not recommend this one. I do not recommend it just because it looks gross when it cakes up in your brackets, and then you have to go back in and you have to brush it all off. And my pipe cleaner alone does not do that good of a job just getting that off. There's no purpose in using this mouthwash if you're having to go back in after you've rinsed and brush it all back off your teeth again, because, you know, it coats your teeth to prevent cavities. So if you're having to go back in with a toothbrush and rinse it all off just to get that stuff off your brackets, then I mean, it's literally a waste. So I don't recommend that. So I started using this one, which is the Listerine. This stuff, you guys, burns like a it burns. It's got the alcohol in it. I don't really care for this one either, and only because it makes my mouth dry, super dry. I get cotton mouth so bad using this one. I think it's because it's got alcohol in it, and it dries my mouth out. Like, I cannot stand that. So I don't like this one either. So for that reason, I won't recommend that one. The one that I will recommend is Colgate Optic White, which is just plain Jane mouthwash, but it's Colgate and it's Optic White, and it will help keep your teeth white throughout your hygiene regimen process. I'm going to be going this weekend and getting that one for myself because these 2, nope, not for me. The bite blocks, you guys, that I had put in. These down here, the blue dots, it's basically just like a really hard cemented glue. I was brushing my teeth on Monday morning and I crunched down on something really, really hard, and I looked, and sure enough, some of the bite block on this side broke off. So, which I'm not complaining. Those things are kind of annoying anyways. It literally feels like when I bite, it feels like my teeth are rubbing against a chalkboard. Oh, if you guys know that feeling. Oh, I can feel the hairs on my arms stand up. I do not like that. So it's a very much sensory issue I got with the bite blocks. I just, it's like taking your nails and going down a chalkboard. I do not like the way it feels in my teeth. So I'm hoping that those will come off at my next appointment, which will be next month on January 4th. If not, well, I just got to go a little bit longer with them again, another 6 weeks. But yeah, just the left side. The right side is still good to go. Could be the left one that chipped because it's more wore down because she had to file it so much, so it made it a little bit weaker because my bite was uneven when she did them both. So she had to file this side down a little bit to get my bite even. Oh my goodness, you guys. So my orthodontist had an amazing festive Christmas gathering at their office. I took a few pictures. I should have done some video, but I didn't, and I feel really bad that I didn't. It was so nice. They had cookies and cupcakes and chocolate milk and or cocoa or hot chocolate, whatever you want to call it. They had some kind of green juice. They had all kinds of nice little snacks and stuff, and they had Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus there, you guys, and a, wait for it, professional photographer. And guys, the best part about this, 100% free. And let me tell you, these pictures that were done, they were done professionally. Like, they told you to stand a certain way, do this, pose, you know. We had about 6 different shots done, and they're going to be mailing them to us complimentary. Some of the pictures did get posted on my orthodontist Facebook page, so I'll include that link so that you guys can go check it out. Some of you might even be in my local area and maybe researching some good orthodontists. And guys, I have to tell you, hands down, this is a 5 out of 5 star orthodontist here where I live. I mean, they got generations of patients. I'm not just talking individuals here and there and here and over here. I'm talking families, like grandparents, parents, children, grandchildren, like, yeah, on down the line. Their hospitality is amazing. They are so sweet and kind and generous and giving. They do so many different things around the holidays. They had, I think it was back, yeah, I think it was this last Halloween that they had a pumpkin decorating contest, and they displayed them in their office and they chose a winner. And when they choose a winner, you guys, the prize you get is not just something simple. I mean, it's pretty extravagant. Like right now, they're doing a giveaway for a Xbox One X. If you guys would love to help a sister out, please go to their Facebook page. Like I said, the link to their Facebook page will be in description below this video. All you got to do is like their page, and they have a pinned post already on their page. So it's the very first post that you see, and it's a picture of an Xbox One X. And all you have to do, like their Facebook page, comment on their post, "I liked for Kimberly Mallas." And I'll include my name in the description below this video so you guys know how to spell my last name. But you guys, that is so cool. An Xbox One X, that would be so awesome if I could win that for my boys. But yeah, so many great incentives, you know, being in ortho treatment at my particular orthodontist. So I'm very pleased, and it's one of the most positive choices I've made. They're so giving, and I'm so beyond pleased with, you know, my treatment and how they treat their patients and, you know, their patients' family. They're so sweet. I'm hoping to have the pictures that we had done at my orthodontist by next week, so that if I do, I will share them on my Facebook page so that you guys can see, which my Facebook page is also in the description below this video, as well as Instagram. So if I'm not here, you can catch me at one of those 2 places. I recently had someone point out that my Instagram was my old name, so it wasn't taking them to the right one. So I'm going to update that in this video. So if any of you have been having trouble trying to find me on Instagram, a fresh link will be down below this video. I will be having to wear the elastics pretty soon, shortly after the new year. I actually took my daughter's, this might sound silly, but I just had to get a sense of feel. I took her little like rubber bands, and I hooked them onto my brackets just to see what it felt like. And I have to tell you, that is quite a change, and they were like a little bit bigger than the normal elastics, so I can't imagine how tight all that's gonna feel once I get those on. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get them on because my bite is uneven. You guys see, he's right now fixing my overbite, which is coming together nicely. I might have to get the IPR again down here. I'm not sure. Hey, you see how much more tooth shows here than here? Yeah, this one's taller and that one's shorter. It's so weird. But the tops are looking great. I hope I answered everyone's questions. I've been getting questions off and on. If I didn't address your question, post it below. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!